Hi, this is Erica Wiley with ProfitGeeks. Today I'm going to be taking you through one of my favorite project management softwares. It's called Siasto. You can see it on the screen, Siasto. And you can create an account using an email and password, or you can also use Google if you use Gmail or Google Apps, which is also pretty handy, I'm going to do that right now to get into my test account. But what I really love about Siasto is the really simple user interface. I'm just going to tell you right off the cuff before you start thinking, oh, I don't need something like this, it's too big. Whether you have a business model similar to ours, where we're doing website projects, and so we're collaborating with clients, we're collaborating with our design team and our tech team, and that works phenomenally. But you can also use this even if you're a solo entrepreneur and you just need to work and collaborate with a virtual assistant or maybe a copywriting expert that you've hired. So I'm going to take you through this today, how Siasto really can help streamline your project management and make everything just really simple and easy to access with just at a glance. So here we are on the dashboard. When you log in, at the very top here, you'll see your name. This could be your company name, whatever you want to use. For my test, I've used Ace Ventura Pet Detective, so if we have any fans out there, not everyone's a Jim Carrey, but anyway, moving on. You have your team name. Here on the left, you'll see everyone who's a part of your team across all your projects. A project count, how many counts you have, and then you'll actually see them here as represented in these squares. You can see project-wide activity, tasks, and your calendar. But we're going to come back to this. We're going to go into a project right now. So let's start with creating a new project. And for this example, let's say you're working with a copywriter and you need to write sales page. Oops, sorry, sales page. Write sales page. And description will say for product launch, and you would type in the name of the person if you've already invited them to the past and they're already on your Siasto team. If they're not, you would write in their email and it would send an email automatically to them inviting them to this project. So I'm going to go ahead and hit create project, and now you see that appears here on our dashboard. So I'm going to go into this project, and you'll see now we're in a project overview. So this is the dashboard for this specific project. We can see the tasks, the files, the events, and again the people associated with this specific project and any activity going on. What we'll do is we'll start with files. If we're working with a copywriter and we need them to review some of our work, we're going to go ahead and hit import, and we can either upload a file from our computer, from Google Drive, Dropbox, or Box. Both of these, actually all of these, are cloud storage options. Today we're just going to go ahead and use the desktop upload. I'm just going to pull a Word document here and hit upload. This particular file tab now will show me all the files I have for this specific project. If you forget what project you are in, it does show you here on the top right navigation, beginning with who's logged in, the team name, and again the project that you are in. And these are the files for this particular project. So now that we have a file in, we can go ahead and assign a task. You can do any of these in any order, but I'm going to take you through this so it seems to make a little bit more sense connecting the dots. Alright, so we need our copywriter to review our sales page copy, details, critique, draft 1. We can set a due date, so I would like to have this done by the 15th. I can add any tags, and this is a really cool feature. I can add the file. So let's assume in this particular project that I had a lot of files. Let's say I had all the different pages of my website, for example, the home page, my mission page, sales page, all that. And instead of my copywriter having to dig through all those files to find the right one, I can actually attach the specific file specifically to this task. This is really beautiful because think of, again, what we normally do is we go through our email inbox or whatever folders we've created in our email, and we're trying to search for threads, and then we're looking for the attachment, and is this the right one? And it gets chaotic. But more importantly, it's time consuming. And as you know, as an entrepreneur, time is money. You really want to get focused and be able to be productive and work in the most timely manner. So this is just a really great feature that is allowing you to assign a project space, tasks specifically with that project, files specifically with that project, and then files even specific to a certain task. You would then just click right here and assign the person, virtual assistant or copywriter, whatever their name is. You would type it in or type in their email, and then you would hit save. You do need to hit the save button the first time around, but going forward, once you are editing an existing task, it saves automatically. So now let's go look at our calendar. This calendar is specific again to this task, and now you'll see the task that we created to have our sales page copy reviewed due on the 15th show up right here. You can click and go into it, check it off. And this is really great because you'll be able to see all the tasks for this particular project due. If you choose to import your Google Calendar, you'll also be able to see that hand in hand with your schedule, which is just really great in knowing how you're spending your time and making sure that you're not overextending yourself. You can also have discussions within a project file. Again, really beautiful that you're skipping the whole email hassle. You just write who it's to. Right, so just assume it's their name, copywriter Anna. Subject, what do you think of draft 1? And I would go ahead and create that discussion. What happens now is the person can log into Siasto and comment here, or if they choose to and their email works with the Siasto plugin, they can actually respond directly from their email. So Siasto will do the legwork of contacting your team member and letting them know that there's something going on and that they need to log in. So let's go back to project overview. Again, we have our project name at the top, and now you'll see that this left sidebar is populated with a task that we've scheduled, with a document that we've added, and again, what's been going on as far as activity, all at a glance. You also can manage your project with this simple drop-down menu in the right, which allows you to edit the details, mark the project as complete, duplicate the project, or delete the project. Let's go back to our main dashboard. As you'll see, I have 2 other test projects in here. When we go to activity, we can now see our project-wide activity. So this is showing me all the projects, what's going on for all projects across my entire company that I'm putting in here. I would also be able to see people across all projects, and I can see tasks across all projects. You'll see here on the right it tells me the name of the task. So build sales page, write sales page, find missing cat. These are all the tasks across all the projects. Again, we have a calendar, but this time it is project-wide instead of specific to one. And you'll see that we have 2 tasks that show up on the calendar that are for 2 different projects. They are color-coded. You can see on the side what they represent. And again, I absolutely love this feature because it allows me to manage my company on a whole, so I can make sure that I am not overbooking or overextending any of my team members or myself. You can also include events in this calendar, not just tasks, which again is just really helpful to make sure that you're giving people a reasonable deadline and expectation, because you can see what's going on and you don't need to go to a separate calendar. But again, this is assuming that you do have Google Apps or Gmail to be able to share your Google Calendar. If you don't have that, you won't be able to integrate that aspect of it, but you still will be able to see your entire project schedule at a glance, and then you could correlate that with whatever calendar system you do use, whether that's Outlook or something else. So in a nutshell, this is one of my favorite project management systems. Again, really quick, easy way to create a project, to assign tasks, and with without having to deal with the email mess. It's just all beautifully taken care of in here. It is a very scalable solution. The pricing is based on number of users, and there is a free model. So I really encourage you to check it out, and I would love for you to comment back. Let me know what you used it for and how it worked for you, or if something didn't. I'd love to hear that as well. If there's a project management tool you really love to use, again, please share. I'm a bit geeky like this, so I love to just test out new things, and I would love to know what you're using. And as always, if there's something that you've been trying to work with and you're just a little unclear or have questions, I always take suggestions. I'm always happy to do new training videos. So thanks for watching. Again, I hope that you'll give it a try and leave me some feedback. Let me know how it went. Take care.